a dot. A little dabble do ya. Okay, a little dabble do. Hello! So today we are finally going to be doing the video that I have been waiting for, and maybe you have as well, the full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. Now, I bought all of this myself. I wasn't sent any of these products. I went to the store. They didn't have a lot of stuff actually at the store, so I had to go online and buy from e.l.f.'s website as well. So I got a whole bunch of different stuff, and I am very excited to give it all a go. So what we are going to be testing today, I've got the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I've got the Camo Concealer, the Soft Glam Satin Foundation, but I also have the Camo CC Cream Foundation. I've got the e.l.f. Halo Glow.
Oh, wait, I guess you're banned.
I've got the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Side note, funny story, I have to just say it at the beginning of this video because I don't want to make you wait for this. My sister's skin has been looking literally amazing lately, like 10 of 10. Every time I see her, I'm like, your skin looks absolutely incredible. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. It's that e.l.f. foundation. It's the e.l.f. foundation. And so she came over to my house one day and she was doing her makeup in front of me. And I was like, holy shit, that's the glowiest foundation I've ever seen. I was like, what are you using? And she held this up. I was like, that foundation looks oddly familiar. Like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. Yeah, she was putting highlighter all over her face. I literally watched her put this all over her face with the wand, blend it all in, and it was literally a highlighter face. And then she powdered over the top of it. Stunning, gorgeous, amazing. I'm not judging her. It literally taught me that, like, maybe I don't know everything. Maybe highlighter all over the entire face is what we should be doing. But it was so funny to me. I was dying laughing at her literally putting highlighter off her entire face. It was like 2016 all over again. So I told you foundation and all of that. I've also got these contour wands, the highlight wand, the blush wand, poreless putty primer, which maybe I'll use one on one side of my face, one on the other, the Halo Glow setting powder, the lip oil, eyeshadow, which that's just the tiniest little quad I've ever seen, and this guy here, which I already can tell I'm gonna like. So I've got a ton of different e.l.f. products here, and I'll talk to you guys about pricing and everything like that. The cool thing about e.l.f. is, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the day, they were Walmart exclusive. Like, I'm talking in my teenage years. The cool thing about e.l.f. is when they first came on the scene, $1 makeup. Everything was $1. They're still one of the most affordable brands that I think that I've found out there. So that's still great. They're certainly not $1 anymore because we ain't living in those times anymore. But it is cool to know that they are a lot more affordable. So we're just gonna get going and hop into today's full face of e.l.f. But before we do, a word from our sponsor. I'd love to thank today's sponsor, which is HomeAglow. HomeAglow is a 5-star house cleaning service with affordable prices. They have extremely easy online booking capabilities. You can instantly schedule top-rated cleaners in your area for any special occasion, or if you just need help out around the house, or you can schedule regularly with their Forever Clean membership. So I scheduled a HomeAglow cleaner to come out, and I actually specifically asked her to focus on my floors. I tidy up the house constantly. I'm constantly cleaning behind my kiddo, but it's just one area that I feel like I never get truly clean. I was able to look at her profile beforehand, make sure that I felt comfortable, look at the reviews, see what kind of services are offered, and having somebody come in and deep clean areas that don't often get touched in my house was really nice. All cleaners on HomeAglow's website are at minimum rating of 4.8 stars. They pass a rigorous certification process, and it's an awesome way that you can also support cleaners in your community. 100% of the cleaning fees and tips go straight to your cleaner. It's super easy to schedule a cleaning as well. I found that process to be a breeze. Choose a day and time that will work for you, and you can even set a couple of days and times if you have more of a flexible schedule. You also set the duration of your cleaning, how long you want somebody to come and clean for, if you have any preferences on what areas of your home you're looking to have clean, and then you'll see all of the available cleaners in your area, and then you can just schedule a cleaning. It can be as quickly as this week, or you can get something on the calendar for like next month, or if you have a specific date or an event or something that you need cleaning for. Like I said before, you can browse photos and reviews from background checked cleaners before you can choose the right one for you, because you never know who you're gonna vibe with. You can also sign up for their Forever Clean membership, which saves you $30 an hour on all future cleanings that you might book. So if you guys are interested in checking out HomeAglow, I am going to have a link down in the description of this video. You guys can head to homeaglow.com/RawBeautyKristi or scan the QR code that's up on the screen here, and that will get you your first 3-hour cleaning for just $19. Again, I'm gonna have all of the information linked down in the description, and I thank you so much again to HomeAglow for sponsoring today's video, and we're gonna hop back into the full face testing e.l.f. cosmetics. So I'm gonna start with primer. Now, I think primer is kind kind of a scam. I don't know, it's one extra step in the makeup process. I don't feel like it's all that necessary. I don't feel like it's ever really changed my makeup enough to be worth adding that additional step. And for me overall, it's just like, I don't know, it's not for me. I'll give it a try for you guys though, because I want to be able to be helpful for you and knowing if there's any difference at all in how it seems to hold my makeup, how my makeup applies. So like I said, I'm going to be using the Poreless Putty Primer, but I'm also going to be using the Power Grip Primer. Now I've already moisturized my skin using the Desi Agua Fresca moisturizer. This is just my tried and true, works great. I know how it works underneath my makeup, so if something's a little amiss, I'll know it's the products. So I'm gonna start with Power Grip Primer, and I think I'll do that one on the right side of my face. Okay. Smells like nothing. It says here, directions: use fingertips to apply and pat into skin. Allow to set for 30 seconds to absorb and activate grip prior to makeup application. Oh, okay. It is very thick, very interesting consistency. I can't quite put my finger on what it feels like. It's not, I don't know, I can't describe it. It's sort of in between like a silicone slash sticky primer. I don't know, I can't really describe the texture of that. And it wants to set for 30 seconds before I apply foundation. So I'm just gonna let it sit while I apply the other one to the other side. So the other primer we've got here is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. Now, I don't see instructions, so let me see on the box. Apply a thin, even amount to moisturize skin prior to makeup application. Allow to set for 30 seconds before applying foundation. All right, same. Oh, okay, well, your finger just kind of goes right in.
That's what she said.
And I was expecting it to kind of be a little more waxy, but it just kind of is. Oh, that's nicer texture than I thought it would be. I thought I would really hate this because the way it's described is putty. So my mind kind of thought of the consistency of this being like waxy or thick, but actually it sort of just feels like a thick moisturizer and not like a wax substance. I wish I had another part of my face that I could test with no primer so we could see how it all works, but you know what? Whatever. So I've got the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. This one says, get buildable, just right coverage and long wear satin finish with the hydrating foundation that's anything but basic. So that is the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. The other one, it says here, ditch your basic foundation. This color correcting cream is the only product you need to achieve a neutral looking complexion but with full coverage. A multitasking dream cream with peptides, niacinamide, known to plump, hydrate, and smooth the appearance of your skin while protecting with SPF. Also infused with skin-loving collagen. So with each, I chose the shade 21 Light Neutral, and this one I chose Light 210N. So they should be relatively similar. So let's see how this feels. It's not super tacky. They feel honestly very similar. So I'm gonna do the Soft Glam Satin Foundation on the right side that I used the Power Grip Primer. That's the packaging, just sort of like typical. I'm gonna use the sponge. The sponge is really nice. I can already tell that I like this sponge and would totally recommend this because it is the exact texture of sponge that I like. If you're a longtime OG subscriber, you'll know what I call this. This blimby. It's nice and blimmels. It's got a good bounce. It's got a good to it, you know? It's just very nice and bouncy on the skin. So coverage wise, I would call that a good medium coverage, which is actually kind of what I love nowadays. So let's look up close and see how it looks. I actually think that looks pretty nice. I had this weird zit on my cheek. I never get a zit there, but hello. So I'm gonna use a bit more of that down onto my neck. This is where I need coverage. I'm a picker. See if it's buildable. Seems like it has actually a nice buildability. Buildability? Is that right? It's buildable. And that looks actually really lovely. Let me get up close and personal. I quite like that. That looks really nice. It's very glowy. It's very pretty. So that is lovely. And honestly, it's sort of rivaling my favorite foundation, which I can't use anymore because they're not cruelty free. And that is the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. This kind of is giving Pro Glow for me. Okay, so now we're gonna test out the Camo CC Cream. So far, none of these have scent, which I'm absolutely loving because I don't like scented products. It's not good for our skin. It's overall just, it's not my vibe. I'm a headache prone lady and scents give me headaches. So far, I'm really liking both of these. Like, I don't know how they wear. I'll try to do a wear test throughout the day, although I'm getting kind of a late start. It's 2:30 right now, but I usually go to bed around 10. So that gives us enough time to see kind of how these wear throughout the day. The color is a perfect match for me. I'm so glad. Both of these look amazing. I look perfect. But yeah, I love the neutral color match. I'm gonna put these on my forehead, by the way. I'm just gonna kind of go under the bangs to where you can see the hair through, but just the one. But overall, I feel like that looks really nice. I'll get you up close. What is going on here? Is there like a line? What is that? What the hell is that? Honestly, they're performing very similarly, and I don't know that I can tell much of a difference right off the bat, but I like them. I like them a lot. So there we go. So now we're gonna move on to concealer. Now this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I don't know why, but e.l.f. is one of those brands that I just really haven't tried that much. It's not for any reason, literally no reason. So this is the shade Fair Warm. Apparently that's what I chose. And this is what the packaging looks like here. Nice big doe foot applicator. So I only have the one concealer. Wow. That's light. Okay, we're gonna do the same amount on the other side, but it looks like the coverage is good. Let's see what it says about it. Full coverage, vegan, cruelty-free, non-comedogenic, fair trade, factory certified, covers dark circles and blemishes with a satin finish, full coverage, crease resistance. Well, that's everything I like in a concealer, isn't it, e.l.f.? I think I went a little light. I think I went a little light on the concealer, unfortunately. But we can fix that. We can fix anything. It's just makeup, isn't it? Not that deep. But I used fucking way too much. Way too much. Okay, I never used this before, so I think that's pretty clear. Okay, well, I didn't realize this was so full cover. I needed a dot. I don't know why I decided to do my concealer like 2016 beauty YouTube. All of a sudden, I never wear concealer like that. I'm gonna try to fix this monstrosity. Hang on. I'm gonna kind of try to use the side of the sponge to tap off the majority of the excess, because there's excess. Okay. She's looking bright. I'm gonna do a little something here. I'm gonna take a little bit of the foundation on each side, and I'm just gonna kind of try to darken this up a little bit, weirdly. Okay, this is just a monstrosity. I'm gonna put foundation. Wait, what? I already have foundation. I'm gonna put bronzer, blush, highlight, eyeshadow. So ultimately it will get better. A word of caution. You don't need very much. I'm gonna say if I use this concealer again, a dot, a little dabble do ya. Okay, a little dabble do. So we're gonna set with powder now. This is the Halo Glow setting powder. This says, want your skin to look like it's wearing a beauty filter? This weightless setting powder is formulated with finely milled synthetic sapphire particles to blur imperfections, smooth the look of lines, control shine, and create a natural soft glow. Makeup looks and feels fresh throughout the day. Wow. So it wants me to just put it on. Basically just like open it and put it on. Well, I will. Well, I will. Well, I will. e.l.f. Peel off and turn dial. Okay. Can't tell me what to do with the external mirror. Oh, turn dial and peel off. Okay, well, you told me the instructions backwards. So this is the packaging, and we're gonna put some in the cap. Put a bit on here, tap off the excess, and then powder my under eyes. So we can see before. So let's see what we're working with. Oh. I feel like that does blur, but I do feel like it's chunking. Maybe to have applied it with this is not the right way, but I gotta match it on the other side just to see. So I'm not baking. I guess slightly, you could call this a slight bake. I'm not trying to though, just more or less applying my powder with the sponge instead of applying it with a brush, which you can do either. But this is typically how I do it, so I'm just gonna keep it how I normally do. And then I'm not gonna powder the rest because all the rest of my products are actually cream. So I don't want to have a super powdery face. I probably should have powdered it after, but you know what? I forgot. I forgot. It wasn't because of any reason. It wasn't like, oh, this was my plan. No, I forgot that all of my products were cream. We've got 3 different shades of the contour wand. And as you can see, we've got this guy is fair light, light medium, and deep rich. It's an interesting lineup of shades, I will say. This is extremely, extremely light and cool toned. I feel like on my skin, that will look like a contour, but it'll be really light. This one's very, very warm. And yeah, I guess you could call that medium, but I guess light medium is a better term. I think there are more shades of these, by the way. I just got the ones I thought would work for me. This I got to show on camera just to show kind of what the deep, rich shade looks like. And you can see, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if I'm vibing with these colors. I'm gonna use them before I judge them. At least give a swatch to these and see. The Halo Glow Beauty Wand. You know, these kind of remind me of the Charlotte Tilbury, because these are like a squishy tip as well. It reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury ones, like the contour stick. And a lot of people really don't like those because they're super messy, so I guess we'll see. Of the two, I'm kind of gearing towards this one, but I will at least swatch this one on me. This is the light, fair light. Yeah, just, it's so gray that I think that it would make me look dead and disgusting. It's more warm, but I feel like it would just work better for me. And again, this is light medium. So I'm gonna give this a go. And then I'm gonna blend that out with the sponge as well. Oh, that actually blends out really nice. Sometimes they blend out really, they're like overly pigmented and overly difficult to blend, and so it's not worth the hassle of like pulling out a cream product, but I would pull that out. That feels like an easy blend to me, and that looks nice. I actually like that color too. It's not too cool, it's not too warm, it just looks just right, don't it? Okay, that looks really nice. So I'm gonna go under here with it as well because, well, you know what? Mom's got a double chin. Let's contour it away if we can. We certainly can't because no amount of contouring can hide that. But it does blend out really nicely to where I feel it almost does blend out very diffused and shadow-like, dare I say? Do you see what I mean? It has, it's not too pigmented. It just sort of looks like kind of amazing. I really like it. Now, we are going to move on to blush. So this is the color that I bought. I don't know why I didn't get more than one shade, but this is just what I got, so this is what we're gonna use. This is the Pink Me Up Halo Glow Beauty Wand Blush. So it's the same applicator. You know, I'm just gonna say it. People really hate these applicators because they're like, what about germs? Either I'm just a disgusting ass bitch, or I don't know, man, I fucking like them. I like them a lot. I think they're great for me. I'm probably gross though, so I don't care. Okay, we're gonna try this on e.l.f. and see how it works. My overalls are like, with every move I make. I like this too. I feel like so far, I mean, and we'll do a rundown at the end, but e.l.f. is kind of a winner for me. So far, I have no complaints really at all, other than that I effed up a couple of the spots, but can't blame e.l.f. for that, can we? All right. And I like that color. I think it's pretty. I don't know that it goes with my outfit, but who's checking? Nobody. I live in the middle of nowhere. You can see how this blends. It just kind of does. All of them do. I'm excited to see how the highlighter works too. I feel like this is the brand that when I talked about doing a full face of one brand, you guys were the most excited for. Everyone loves e.l.f. And I feel like they are one of those brands that has truly, not that they've come back because did they ever really go away, but they are crushing it. The thing is that there are two different highlighting arenas that we can go down, and I'll do one on each side. So we've got the Halo Glow Beauty Wand in the color Champagne, as you can see here, if it would focus, thank you. And then we've got this guy, which is the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And this is basically, again, it's the Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. And I can actually do a side-by-side. I'm sure a million beauty people have done this, but I can suck it. So I actually found this guy as well. This is what I was talking about with the highlighter wand, or they have the highlighter one from Charlotte Tilbury. They have the contour wand. People don't really like the packaging of these very much, but I'll show you. So that's Charlotte Tilbury right there. That's actually this right here. This is the contour wand. And then I will try the e.l.f. one right next to it. So that is the e.l.f. one, and let's, ooh, I like the texture of the e.l.f. one better, if I'm honest. The Charlotte one is very thick, and granted, mine's a few years old, so it might just be kind of getting to the end of its life, but I don't know. I really think they look very similar. And let's look up the price differences real quick. The price on this guy, the Beauty Light Wand, this is $42 for this tiny little sucker. And then this guy from e.l.f., which is ultimately drugstore same thing, $9. So for ultimately way 9, 18, 20, 9, 18, 27, 36, 40. So basically like 5 times less for a very similar look. Frankly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wish I could show you up close so that you can see better, but I like the e.l.f. one better. It's glowier, it's thinner, it's less thick and uncomfortable feeling, and I feel like it looks just ultimately nicer. So e.l.f. for the win. And then I'm gonna wipe this off of my hand and show you the Hollywood Flawless Filter, which I can look up the price on that too and show you the differences priced side by side, but the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter right next to it and show you the difference. So this is Charlotte Tilbury. I'll blend that out. And that is in the shade 2, I believe. And this is e.l.f. So that's the Charlotte Tilbury blended out. This is the e.l.f. Oh, gosh, they're very similar. I'm giving it to e.l.f. on this one too, you guys. Look at this. Can you imagine? My sister's putting this over her entire face. That's what her face looked like.
Being guest on my podcast.
But look at the side by side. You would be very hard pressed to tell a difference. Look at that. And let's look up pricing. So Charlotte Tilbury, Hollywood, where is it, you stupid bitch? Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. $49 for this guy. 50 bucks! $14. And honestly, 1.06 fluid ounces, 1 fluid ounce. So actually, you get more of the e.l.f. product for way less money. Like significantly less. So I'm giving this one to e.l.f. as well because of the two, you quite literally can't tell a difference. This one is e.l.f. This is Charlotte Tilbury. They feel identical, like as if they came from the same lab, which they may well have. All right, so I will do the wands on this side and this one on this other side. Wow, e.l.f., you are crushing the game. They know they are. Just gonna do a little saga. I'm just gonna blend this one out with my finger actually. You could use the sponge, but sometimes it soaks up a little much product. Lovely, no complaints. All right, let's try this guy on this side. I have no complaints. Dude, e.l.f. crushing the game. All right, I'm gonna put a little highlighter here, just a little bit right here and right there. Okay, I don't know what I prefer. They both look very similar. You certainly probably don't need both, but if you're gonna get one, well, I'd probably go for the $14 1 ounce versus the $9, how many ounces are 0.33 fluid ounces, because they both kind of give a very similar vibe. This one be much easier to like travel with, I guess. But if you're going for like just the look, I think that this one is your best bet. You don't need both. We've got this guy for eyes. This is all I got in the eyeshadow department. I feel like eyeshadow wise, that's the only thing that e.l.f. seems like they're kind of lacking. Maybe you guys disagree with me, I don't know. I just didn't feel like there was very many options for eyeshadow. Let me look again, because I feel like they used to, that was like their thing. Yeah, it looks like they, oh, okay. They have that one, which I'm looking at right there. It looks like they have a lot of these little quads. This looks like what they do for the most part, but it looks like they do have some larger palettes. This is $3 though, so you can't really beat that. The other eyeshadow palette, which looks to have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 shades for $14. That's really reasonable. Looks like they also have kind of like what looks to be a sort of like naked palette vibe right here, and that is $10. So their prices are so good. They also have shadow sticks and liquid eyeshadows. I feel like this is the one thing I'm a little apprehensive about working well, but I might be totally wrong because so far e.l.f. has shown that they are quality. What edit are you gonna put over it this time, Zach? I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, mixed with this one. All right, on first impression, for $3, you cannot complain. Literally cannot complain. The absolute beautiful color, good color payoff, good blendability. I honestly kind of like the size of the palette. Not that I travel but if you do, easy to travel with, lovely colors. I like that there is a transition shade, a blending out shade. I would say this palette right here is probably better suited for lighter to medium skin tones. I don't know how well this would show up on a deeper skin tone, but let me look and see what we're looking at as far as other palettes. Oh, so they have lots of different ones. I mean, like this would work great for a deeper skin tone right here. That one. So there's a lot of different palettes here. This is awesome. And I'm gonna kind of go all over my lid with this darker shade here. And you can see it picks up a decent amount on the brush. It's not like a piddly little amount. Oh. e.l.f. might have just made its way up to my new favorite brand. I used to exclusively buy e.l.f. back in the day. I mean, I was just literally, it's all I could afford. I was just shopping at Walmart and buying everything at the dollar section of e.l.f. And even then, it was like such great quality. It's not like it was bad. You know what I mean? Like even at $1, it was a really standout brand. And I feel like that was such a smart way to get people to test them out, was making themselves affordable. And then of course they've increased their prices over the years, but who hasn't? But their quality is there, you know? This isn't crap. And I like that it's an all matte palette as well. As you can see, sometimes palettes will be just overwhelmingly shimmer, and I love an all matte palette. It's my number one. I am a matte shadow gal. I'm a matte shadow gal. So I'm gonna take a little bit of those and just kind of run them on my under eye as well. I'm gonna do a pair of lashes. I'm actually gonna use the Ardell Demi Wispies. Do I have them right here? Where are they at? Hello? Oh, right here. I'm gonna use these guys. I got these from Target. These are the Wispies, and I just love them. They're so good. Probably my most repurchased. I need to take a quick break to go kiss my son because my husband is taking him for a nap drive. Drive nap, car nap, truck nap. Okay, BRB. Okay, I did the other eye off camera real quick, tossed lashes on and did a little bit of eyebrow work. So last step, we're gonna move on to this guy and this guy. So we've got the Monochromatic Multi-Stick. Now this guy looks like it says here, one stick is all it takes, is versatile cream to powder formula, gives your eyes, lips, and face a soft glowy flush. So I'm gonna apply it on my lips because I already did the rest of my face, but I'm just gonna kind of use this as a little bit of color. Okay, and that's what it's like on the hand swatched. Very powdery finish. It's not uncomfortable at all. Slippy. A little bit silicone-y feeling. And then this is the lip oil that I bought, because you guys know I'm not like a lip liner type of girl, so I'm not even gonna waste my time on that. This is the shade Pink Quartz, and this is the Glow Reviver lip oil. I'm a lip oil fanatic. I do like that. Minty. Okay, this is the first thing so far that has like scent. I hope it's not plumping. I don't like lip plumper. It feels like it's plumping. Let's see what it says. It doesn't say that it's plumping, but it does have like a mintiness to it. Very comfortable formula. It's not sticky. I would say it's very glidey. It kind of, I guess it could go in between glidey and sticky, but overall, this is the full face of makeup. So this is the finished look. And this is the finished look, you guys. I'm gonna do a rundown of everything real quick, let you know if there's anything that I'm like, pass on that. I'm just gonna tell you right now, no, these are all good. I feel like this face of makeup is absolutely beautiful. I am truly obsessed with this. I feel stunning and I really have no complaints. I don't know that I feel like a difference or see a difference really. This face side does feel a bit stickier, and this is the one I used the Power Grip Primer on. This one I used the Putty Primer. Ultimately, they look very, very similar to me. So do both foundations. I feel like they both look nigh identical. And that doesn't mean that I don't think that you should get one or the other. I think they're both lovely. I think they both perform beautifully. I love the way my skin looks. I love the way my face looks. The color of the foundation, 10 of 10, spot on for me. It could not match me better. Like, it just literally looks like my skin. I feel like these are going to make their way, both of these, into absolute everyday foundation. Like, I'm gonna leave them sitting here because that is what I'm gonna be using every day. So I don't know which one I prefer. They both seem great to me. The one really cool part though is that this one has SPF 30 in it. So if you are gonna be going outside, at least it's got a bit of sun protection. The wands, I mean, 10 of 10. They're really, really lovely. I love the way that my contour looks. I love the way that the highlighter applied. I think, again, like I said before, if you're gonna get just one, you might wanna just go with this one because like, look at the glow and you get so much more product for just a very minimal amount of money more. Eyeshadows perform absolutely beautifully. This is $3. You cannot go wrong. I wanna get a bunch of these and just like have them. They're so lovely. They're so small, they're compact, they're affordable, they're matte, they're lovely. Like I have no complaints. I absolutely love the sponge. I think it was amazing to apply with. It wasn't too small or firm. It's literally perfect. Powder, I feel like my under eyes look absolutely lovely. Concealer, you don't need very much, so that'll make the product go further. I feel like I could have gone one shade darker as well, but like I said, after application of the rest of the makeup, it's fine. Like it totally works. It didn't overdo. I thought it was not gonna be salvageable for a minute there, but it looks great. My face looks great. The lip oil, lovely. The multi-stick, lovely. I have no complaints. I feel like all of this makeup is truly, truly lovely. And e.l.f. crushing it. I had a feeling before I sat down to do this, I was like, I had a feeling that I might really like it, but I wasn't 100% sure. But I mean, this doesn't lie. Like, look how absolutely glowy and beautiful. The price is right, my friends. The price is absolutely right. Like I'm truly very impressed. So 2 thumbs up from me from e.l.f. I don't have any complaints. Like I can't even sit here and even imagine what I could have to complain about. So yeah, I highly recommend. So if you guys have any other products from e.l.f. that you think that I should try, I'm absolutely happy to do so because I think they just made their way up to the top favorite makeup because the price is right. And in this day and age, let me rant for just a minute. The prices of things right now are astronomically insane. I literally cannot believe what we are working with as far as like, I'm gonna talk grocery prices for a second. Crazy. So if we can look awesome, glowy, gorgeous, beautiful for a non-essential like makeup, but that many of us need to have that confidence, if we can get it for a decent price and have the products actually perform extremely well and be in beautiful packaging, 10 of 10, can recommend. So thank you so much, e.l.f. for having good products. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you again, HomeAglow, for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna have all the information linked down in the description like I mentioned before. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know if there's any other brands that you guys wanna see me do a full face of. I'm happy to do like one branded tutorials or one branded full face of makeup because there are so many good products out there and brands out there that I just really haven't tried enough of. And e.l.f., I just don't know why hasn't been on my radar just because there's so many other brands, but you're on my radar now, e.l.f. And I love you. And I'm proud of you. Thank you. All right, well, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! e.l.f. Halo Glow, oddly familiar, like the Charlotte Tilbury. Why can't I say it? Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. That, I can't cut that whole part where I was doing the colors because I'm an idiot. Like, rititi, okay, I'm gonna say that over again. Will do. I'm gonna do that again. Cut that part, cut that whole part.